Today we got a question from Magic Moses who sends in the message. It's a question I've gotten a lot, so I finally needed to answer it here, which is, Chewy, should you have to pay for a belt promotion? My gym charges $150 and I think that's ridiculous. In that case, I don't even want to be promoted. So should you have to pay for a belt promotion? Thanks for the question, brother. So check this out. I will share my philosophy, my ideas on things and what I think about the whole pay for belt promotion thing, but understand it's coming from me. And I'll explain where maybe there could be some reasons to charge for it, but were other reasons where I think maybe sometimes the students are being hosed for money. But I've seen belt promotions and stuff like that range wildly for price, right? Like I've seen as much as $50 for a stripe. A stripe, a piece of tape. And then I've seen the pricing for belts be as much or as little as like 75 bucks. I've also seen it go up to like $500 for the belt. And this was like, I think for a brown or a black belt. And one of my students was showing me a picture of a gym that he trained at and like what they used to do. And was like showing me, I was like, oh my God, $500 for a belt promotion. That's crazy. Now, again, the way that I look at like the philosophy of owning a gym business, the way that I look at it, so you understand where I'm coming from with what I'm about to say, is that I'm always looking at, I'm trying to offer my students something that obviously I run a business, so I want to make money, but I'm looking at it from what am I offering them and then what am I asking in return, and I'm trying to balance those two things out. And if I don't feel like it's well balanced, then I either need to add something to it so I can justify the price, or in some cases, if I feel like I'm giving too much, then I got to raise the price. See, this is the issue sometimes, is I've seen gyms go this direction where they don't charge enough for their services and their gym goes under. Right? That happens all the time. And then they don't run a good business. Their gym goes under. And then all the people that were dependent upon that gym for it being there, it's not there anymore. It's a terrible thing. But then there's the other situation where you get on the other end of the spectrum and it's an imbalance where then you see the coaches just hosing their students out for more money, right? I have several students that train at this gym who said that they, at their old gym, felt like a dollar sign instead of a student, right? Another imbalance. And so it's this balancing act somewhere in the middle. And so I personally do not charge for belt promotions because, one, I think it's, I don't like it. It seems icky to me. I never got charged for my belt promotions in jiu-jitsu, and it seems weird to me. It seems very like McDojo-y or whatever, and I'm like, I don't want to do that, right? Also, too, I don't really offer a crazy test, right? The way that I look at it is every day's a test. Every day's a chance to be, judged to some degree. Because again, I don't care about as a jiu-jitsu practitioner and a coach, I look at this thing as an art form that you are mastering and you are going to go in different directions than the people next to you. If you come into my gym, we have a massive group of students and they all have different games growing in different directions. And I love that because that meant that they got to go in different directions. I don't want my students to be a bunch of automatons who are just trying to memorize what I put on a damn sheet to get their next belt, right? I want them to go in different directions. I want them to experience stuff. And I'm here on the mats with them every day. The coaches that I consult with when we do belt promotions, they're on the mats every day, right? We're judging these people. And I could care less if you came in and regurgitated some shit that I put on like a test for you, but then when I watch you roll, you get huffy when you lose, or you're not being a good teammate to the other people around you, or whatever. You get the idea. So I don't do a belt promotion test. We have an event where we have different rolling scenarios put up so I can see people and judge them a bit. But otherwise, when we judge, it's time. And we have a few other things that we do that's kind of like a hybrid system, I guess you would say, with stripes. And so that's what we do. So what am I going to charge them for? I'm going to charge them for a belt? I'm not giving you a test or anything. Now that said, I could see charging for a belt promotion if I put on like an event. Let's say that I put together a curriculum type thing on a sheet. I mean, I have a curriculum based upon the positions, but I don't have it like lined out like, here's what I want you to do to get your belt. So I put out a belt test thing, and then I put it onto a pamphlet, give those to the people to study. And then we have a big event that's catered with food. I have to train multiple coaches to test these people out for these things. And then we go through this whole thing, and it's taken me hours of work and probably a lot of preparation. I could charge for that, and I would charge for that. But that would be me offering something. Again, this is the value that they're being charged for. I've got to bring what I'm offering to them up. And so really what I think it comes down to, Magic Moses, is you need to ask yourself, are you getting $150 worth of like something back to you? Is your coach putting together some event? Is it a big thing? Whatever. That could be a justifiable thing, right? On the flip side, if they're just saying, hey, if you want your belt, give me $150. I mean, to me, I wouldn't want to do it either, right? So I would feel like I was being hosed for money. And again, there's a problem. Again, as I said before, I'm a capitalist pig. I want to make money. I want to run a good business for me, my students, everything else. I want this thing to be cool. But I'm always trying to balance what am I offering to people versus what am I taking? And let's balance that out so this way it can be, everybody can be happy with this exchange and everything's good. So anyway, that's my idea, brother. Hopefully that helps you. Thanks for the question. Talk to you guys next time.